A double honors to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. Get Ezekiel 37, bro. All right, because there's no such thing as a so-called black Hebrew Israelite. And I repeat, there's no such thing as a so-called black Hebrew Israelite. Period. All right? And if your father's lineage goes back to one of these 12 sons, right, that makes you from the tribe of the nation, of one of the tribes of the nation of Israel, point blank period. And your father's lineage dictates who you are. Your father's lineage dictates your nationality. Yeah, get that.
All right, this is the book of Numbers, chapter 1, and verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigree after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward by their polls.
Meaning your pedigree, right, was established by your father and his father and his father. That's how it goes. Your mom has nothing to do with it. Okay? Period.
NLT. Yep. Numbers 1 and 18 in the NLT.
Yep.
And they assembled the whole community of Israel.
Right. So these families, our forefathers' families, okay, was assembled by what? Men. By men. Go ahead, bro.
It says, on that very day,
right,
all the people were registered.
All the Israelites were registered, go ahead,
according to their ancestry.
Ancestry, meaning what? Your father.
Yep.
Your father's lineage. That is what dictates your ancestry. Yep. Go ahead.
By their clans and families,
right,
the men of Israel.
The men of Israel. So it's telling you that the ancestry breaks down into what? Men. Go ahead, bro.
The men of Israel who were 20 years old or older were listed one by one.
Right, and that's the point. Okay, so again, our lineage is dictated by our father. And that's the point. Okay,
this is the book Ezekiel. This is the book Ezekiel, chapter 37, starting at verse 1. The hand of the Lord Yahweh was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord Yahweh.
So that same hand is on all the prophets now, beginning with the apostles of Great Millstone, right? That's access of the Holy Spirit. And the Holy Spirit, again, breaks down into the information from Yahweh, through Yahweh Shai, administered by the angels. Okay, so all your video topics, the reason why you're productive, the reason why you keep going in this truth is via the Holy Spirit. It's energy from the Most High, right? Energy that comes from the third heaven, period, or the fourth dimension. And the Most High resides, his residency is in the spiritual realm. Yes?
Yeah, if I may add, like if you have the same father and two different mothers, that does not make you have siblings. That makes you 4 siblings. Cause I know I have some relatives, right? They have the same father but different mothers, but they say they only have sisters. Nah, that's incorrect.
Right.
Like, just think of it like this. The woman is soil, right? You have the man who's the seed, who's the tree. Right. He plant that seed, that apple seed, his seed. In America, it's still gonna be an apple tree. Yeah. He plant in China, it's still gonna be an apple tree. But if a different man come in that land and plant his seed, it's gonna come on. He's an orange. Speaking in them kind of terms, it's gonna be an orange seed. Right. It's them two different seeds. But if you coming from the same seed, you're of that same line, of that same tree.
That's it. And I'm gonna say this, and even your mother also dictates that you're brothers and sisters. But like the brothers going into, like the priest is going into, basically still your last name, your nationality, who you are, your ancestry line is dictated by your father. All right, and there is no, and he did a beautiful analogy of that. The seed dictates the fruit. The seed dictates the product. All right, go ahead, bro. Yes.
It's real quick. This is going to Exodus 9 and 3. I'm gonna read it in NLT. Exodus 9 and 3 says, Then Moses climbed the mountain to appear before the Most High. The Lord called to him from the mountain and said, give these instructions to the family of Jacob.
Right, the family of Jacob, meaning what? Men.
Yep.
Not women, but men.
Yep.
Now, how did Moses receive this information? Yahweh came in Yahweh's stead.
Yep.
When it goes into, there's one mediator between men and the Most High. Who is that? That's Yahweh. Go ahead, bro.
Announce it to the descendants of Israel.
Announce it to the descendants of Israel, meaning what? Everybody. Right? But it's still, this information was to be given by Moses to the men, head of the clansmen. And then it was trickling down to women and children. Go ahead, bro.
KJV verse 5, and look at the definition of 6. Ask what you saying. Exodus 19:5. Now therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then you shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine.
Right.
And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests.
Kingdom. And what's kingdom? It breaks down into what? The domicile of the kings. Right? The home of kings. Go ahead, bro.
And it says, in the holy nation, these are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel.
Right. And really, children in the Hebrew goes back to what? Sons. Bun or bunyamia. Oh, go ahead.
This the word children. All right. In the Hebrew is bun, singular. Plural is bunyam.
Right.
All right. And it goes into a son, a grandson, a male child.
Right, so the Most High was basically giving this information, the law, statutes, and the commandments, so Moses could give this information to his sons, right? And the sons basically pass it on to their wives. Go ahead, bro. Just
bagging on what you're saying. Moses was speaking to the men.
That's right.
You know, and like you say, the men took those instructions, the law, statutes, and commandments, and they went and governed their household.
That's it.
That's why in the ancient world you didn't need police.
Right.
The man was the governor of his house. You know? He was the mini governor of his house. Like each man had their own sovereignty, but it was under the banner of those laws, statutes, and commandments which were given to Moses.
So when it comes to child rearing, it's a balance. The man is what? The disciplinarian, and the woman is the nurturer. When these roles are confused or enmeshed, it causes what? Confusion or disorder. And that's the reason why we have these badass kids, these thugs, and these criminals, because the family unit or the family system is out of order.
Yeah, that's so when you go into government, one of the similar words is head of the household. And Priest Yasha always go into that matriarch, man. How they just done flipped the script and made
it up. You can't make it up.
Done made the woman the head, man. And that brings what? Complete imbalance, man. It puts the whole house out of order. Because a man, he governs his house with one, integrity, and then he also governing with
balance.
With balance, man.
Because see, the woman, like a lot of the discipline that comes from a woman, it comes when she's in her anger. She's frustrated.
Right.
You know? Like a woman, she'll take her anger because she's going into the world trying to fulfill a role that she's not built for.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So it makes her naturally bitter. So when she comes home, that bitterness is transferred to the children. That's why you got these young serial killers. Yeah. You know, because they reared up based on one emotion, and that's anger, uncontrolled anger. You know?
And even, let's just say, if a child becomes a man, right, and he's in this so-called children's life, right, but he was raised by his mom. Although that man is married and in the household with his family, he's still passionate passing on feminine traits, because why? He was reared by his mom. Now it's just delivered by a man, but the tradition or the ideology goes back to his mom, which goes back to her mother, and it's all coming from their grandmother.
So he ain't gonna have that mindset of using logic, man. Or you know what I'm saying, when it comes to a different scenario, he's gonna be on an emotional roller coaster, because that's what he have seen throughout the years being raised by his mother, man. Her throwing temper tantrums, her fussing and cussing, just going ballistic, man, over a situation that could have been easily dealt with, just with being rational, man. You know,
because you learn problem solving from your father, or male figures, you know, uncles, grandfathers, Because you see them all day just solving problems. Like if you spend a week, you know, a young child with your father at work, you know, or just your father in the yard, you're going to see him working on projects, but he's going to run into problems. And then that's when you really see how he problem solves on the fly. And then as a man, your reaction when you get into that situation, you start to think, you know? So when Esau removed that dynamic of the father, man, that was a death blow to the next generation. I got a precept.
Okay, bring yours up.
This is Ezekiel 34 and verse 30. It reads, thus shall they know that I am the Lord, their power, and with them even the house of Israel are my people, says the Lord power, and ye my flock, the flock of my pasture are men.
Right, so the flock of the Most High's pasture are men. Men who are ordained prophets are men. Now they are navigated by the Holy Spirit, period. All right, so you don't have no women teaching men. The Most High never set that up. Now, of course, when you have the term a prophetess, it means what? She has received a vision or a dream. However, if she's married to her husband, that vision or that dream is for her husband/prophet, so he can get the revelation and break it down. Right? Period.
It said, and I am your power, said the Lord power.
I am your power, said the Most High. So again, when it comes to this truth, basically we're the stronger vessels and the woman is the weaker vessel. And that's how it goes.
Can I add?
Go ahead.
No. That's why when you got the balance of water, right? You got the seed level up from 0 up to 7 to 6.9,
Right.
but you got that alkaline, which is gonna, you can't be too alkaline.
Right.
But then you got that neutral, which is gonna be that 7. You
Right,
know?
right.
How about you on shots about balance, man?
That's it.
Too much or too little is not balanced.
Yeah.
You know.
You can drink too much water and throw your potassium levels off. You know, so everything has to be in balance. Go ahead, bro.
When they took out when they took the man out of the household, they took out that rulership. Learning how to rule, how as the brother was getting into, how to conduct yourself properly. You know, like once they took out how that father figure, that structure, because that was coming from grandfather to son, that rulership. When they took that out, they took away that power. Listen to this. This is 1 Timothy chapter 3, verse 4. One that ruleth well his own house, having his children in subjugation.
Hey, at the end of the day, you gotta rule your household, man. All right, you gotta live this thing. You can't be basically out here talking shit, telling us what we need to be doing, or telling the nation what they need to be doing, but you're being dominated by your children or your wife. All right, because basically at the end of the day, the Most High frowns on that because you're not living. Now, that's not to say that your woman is going to be directly under subjection, but at the end of the day, you got to live this thing. And if the woman don't want to get down with the program or the protocol, then according to the scripture, there is a rule called a bill of divorce. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to have problems in your relationship. That's according to 1 Corinthians, the 7th chapter. But as long as she respects you, she's working. Go ahead, bro.
Having his children in subjection with all gravity.
Right. And it takes a man to do that. Men has to raise men. A woman cannot raise men. A woman cannot raise men. All right?
The product, look at that product right there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly what it is.
Yeah. Motherfucker look like kid cutting.
It's all about design, man. Because when Esau started taking the man out of the house, man, out of the Israelite home, he pretty much at that point was taking away the order Yahweh Shem Shai. And if you can't maintain the order Yahweh Shem Shai, it's guaranteed to fail, man. Because the way Yahweh Shem Shai, man, is the way to life, man. You know what I'm saying? It's the way to having complete order and things flowing according to the way they're supposed to, man. But Esau took away that structure, man. Okay, and again, the matriarch putting that woman at the head, and it's like cutting the head off, basically. You done cut the head off of the nation of Israel when it comes to their household, and now the woman just wiggling around, just dictating and ruling in an unstable fashion.
Yeah, but in Esau's household is man, woman, and child.
You got structure.
Right? In Elam's household is man, woman, and child. In Ammon's household, so-called Japanese, is man, woman, and child. But when it comes to Jake, you have just woman and child. Go ahead, bro.
This first, this is the biblical outline use of that word gravity, because what I had read said let men, rule his children in subjection with all gravity. This is the word gravity, the biblical outline use. The characteristic of a thing or a person which entitles to reverence and respect, dignity, majesty, sanctity, honor, and purity. And that has been taken away from the man.
Because your frame comes from the law, statutes, and the commandments. Niggas talk about this masculine frame, but our frame is nothing but how you respond to dire situations. How do you maintain? You don't get too high, you don't get too low. Well, that's your frame. And that frame comes from the scriptures, man. That's that gravity. Go ahead, bro. That's it. That's it.
This is 1 Corinthians 11:3.
Right.
But I would have you know that the head of every man is Mashiach.
When it comes to the household of Israelites, right? Go ahead.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Right. And also for head in the Greek, you have a term called cornerstone. And a cornerstone is what? A leader, a ruler. So when it comes to women, we are their cornerstones. When it comes to the children, the woman is their cornerstone. Right? But overall, the man is the cornerstone. Go ahead, bro.
And the head of Mashiach is the Most High.
Right, so you have Yahweh, you have Yahushua, you have the man, you have the woman, you have the child. Right? And if your children breaks down into boy and girl, of course the male is over the female. Right?
If I may add, the heavier the stone, see, there's an order how the Most High is basically the ultimate foundation, then Yahushua is the cornerstone.
Right.
And then you got the men. See, you don't build from heavy or weaker on up. There's an order. Like the heaviest stone, which is gonna be the foundation, that's gonna hold all the weight.
Right.
And it's gonna go up. It's gonna go up from there.
Right.
Or, and in this case, down.
That's right.
Because this word is turned upside down.
That's it. And that's the reason why our foundation has been shifted when it comes from a spiritual sense related to these households, because the cornerstone is not there. They made the woman the cornerstone, and now you have a shifty foundation. It's splitting in the fucking center.
It was a documentary came out. They said only 2/3 of so-called Black American children they grew up with both parents.
Yeah.
By 1995, it's only one parent.
Bro, did not we say that? Bro, when I was in school, bro, you never had at the teacher and parent conference, you always seen a man and a woman. If that man wasn't there, he was a trucker or he was at work. We never heard of divorce when I was coming up, bro. Never.
And so they said what slavery couldn't do to the so-called Black Americans, the welfare system did.
Yeah, that's it. And guess what? The culprit was Eve, the perfect soldier in Esau's campaign.
That's what we were talking about that Jake, smart guy. And he said that the so-called white man best soldier in black woman. He's the best soldier. The best soldier that the white man produces that the nigga wants. Like she's like that assassin.
That's it. She giving out headshots.
Yeah, because like you go back into the order, the Heavenly Father put his spirit on Yahushua. Yahushua put his spirit on the Israelite man.
Right.
And the Israelite man, he puts that spirit on the woman, and the woman puts that spirit on the child. But Esau removed that link of the man, and he inserted himself, man, with these enchantments. That's why you got, the children act like the TV. That's the father. The woman's pretty much the nurturer. She feeds him, then she feeds him what he tells her to feed. Because your father would determine, the diet for the house.
And guess what dad goes into?
Yeah.
Way of life.
Way of life, yeah.
Mannerism of life.
Yep. He gives, a guidance to the house. Like the man will choose your career. You know, for the son.
That's it.
You know,
That's
yeah,
right.
who we married. But see now, the TV does that.
That's right.
You know,
So
so
NBA YoungBoy has a lot of sons and grandsons.
Yep. So like you said, it's perfect because Esau, through this media, he became their father, and he put his spirit on the woman, and that woman puts her spirit of Edomite on the child. You know?
You basically don't follow your husband, you're committing spiritual fornication. Why? Because it's part of the law. You know, being in order, in subjection is within the guidelines of Yahweh Shemashah for our households.
Can I say this? Like, you know, Charles White, I watched the video. He said he heard about baby daddy. He said like about 1995.
Yeah.
He said like baby like mom, dad. He never heard about no baby daddy, baby
Well,
mama.
since you said that poetic justice did a lot of damage too.
See?
Yeah. That was like 93, 94?
Yeah, and that, it's something, you know, because they got son. This is my baby daddy.
Yeah.
And this is 1999, right?
Bro, I've never heard women talk to niggas like that until I seen that movie. I was like, God damn. And then you got TLC talking about no scrubs, but they done broke this group out. Look at the mockery of the Most High. You don't want no scrubs, but you a scrub. Bitch, you bag clothes and band-aids on. How does that make sense?
Say real quick, also, I just seen a video of Eve going in on another Eve, going on a trip with them and calling her damn broken, you know, because she used up all the other Eve's money and they bought nothing, you know. So Eve, they clashing on each other.
Yeah.
You know, on the girls' trips.
Right.
You know?
Because all of them broke.
Yeah.
All of them. It be men furnishing these fucking trips, man. Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah 3:12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
Esau is the oppressor, right? And that shows you the power of the Most High. Because he has a base man according to Daniel 7:14, and he gave him the stead power. Go ahead, bro.
And women rule over them.
Right, women rule over us. When you go to your job, who's your boss? Right? Who is your clinical director? Right? Eve. And she reports to the so-called white man. Right? She gets the big bonuses, but you're doing all the fucking work. You making her shine, but at the end of the day, you don't get the bonus.
O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err.
Right, and error means sin. So those that are leading us, and ultimately it goes back to Esau Edom, right? Because he gave Eve the blueprint, and she just basically executed the blueprint.
And destroy the way of thy paths.
Right, in the way of the paths. Jeremiah 6:16. The true paths are the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Shemashah. Right? So based on the oppressor giving this blueprint to Eve, Eve sold out. Look where we at right now. Period. You have something?
No.
All right, go ahead. Okay.
And this Mark 3:24. And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand.
Look at us, our household. That was one of the ways, basically, we went down. Because our servant was liberated. And if you take a servant away from a king or a dominion, of course that kingdom is going to crumble. Right? Think about Eve. Go ahead, bro.
And if a house be divided against itself, the house cannot stand.
And when you apply it to the society of Israelites, that's the reason why our houses can't stand. Because Yahweh Shemashah ultimately is not the foundation. Yahweh Shah is not the cornerstone.
Esau make the grass like a green on the other side.
Right.
It's help with the SNAP and the Section 8, you know, WIC, food stamps, child support,
Alimony.
you know, alimony. You name it, the list goes on and on, man. But you know, that's artificial turf, man.
They claim that grade.
Yeah, that shit ain't real.
Like, just like that serpent, when he told Eve, Genesis 3rd chapter,
Right,
thou shalt not surely die.
Yeah.
You know?
Boy, dropping dead.
Right. Hey, so this Mark 3:25 in NLT says, similarly, a family splintered by feuding will fall apart.
And that's what happened to us, right? And that was on the, the way of Esau. You put the man against the woman. Make that woman hate that man. Now that man is out that household. Now that woman can engineer the children based on what? Your protocol.
And Esau dictated all.
That's right. And
So
that's
you want to get
Satanism.
this, you got to do that.
That's
They
it.
gave them incentives.
Right.
Yep.
Get the man out the house.
Right. Right. And now you women basically you climb that ladder of so-called the American dream, but guess what? You leave behind your youth. Now you want babies. Now you want a husband. But it's too late. And Eve, I promise you, get Genesis 3 and 15. Eve is going down with Esau.
Right.
Eve is going down. Yeah, Eve is going down with Esau. And we're going to prove it. Just like she went down with the serpent in the garden, she's going down with Esau in today's time frame. As soon as Yahweh comes back, Eve's still going to be joined hand in hand with Esau. And guess what? She's going down. He's going down first, and he's dragging that bitch down with him. I promise you.
They understand together.
Yeah.
You know how you have, one, you pretty much have the defendant on the stand, getting cross-examined. Well, Eve and the serpent, they understand together. Yeah, because you asking this nigga question, then you go and ask her question, and both of them being found out to be guilty, man. Yeah, cross-examination, they both on the goddamn defendant, and they understand together, man.
Yeah. And we're not talking about you elect women who truly been born again, but you still got some niggas up in here and they gonna die. Majority of the people going down in America is Eve.
Yep.
Esau say, you death do you part, and that's how Esau and Eve gonna part, man. Death because, hey, they join hand in hand, man. Just think about it.
That's that company with them.
Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Genesis 3 and 13, and Yahweh said unto the woman, what is that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat.
Right, so this man, this wicked man, and the reason why he was a serpent because he understood what? Evil and good. So he understood that that's what made him crafty, that's what made him a serpent. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 14, and Yahweh said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle.
Why? Because what? You committed spiritual fornication, right? You caused basically the nation of Israel, because at that time frame, they were not Israelites. We later became Israelites, right? But at the end of the day, we were Adamites. It was a chosen lineage of Adam who later became Israelites. So this serpent who was extremely crafty went not to Adam, he went to Eve, the weaker vessel. So a woman is, she does have a lot of strength because basically he utilized her to make him go off. He knew the game plan wouldn't work if he went to him directly because Adam would have rebuked him. So what did he do? He mesmerized Eve.
That's any war tactic, man, to take out the weakest defense first.
Yeah.
Strike the weakest side. That way you can infiltrate.
That's right.
And that's what they did, man.
Yeah.
And above every beast of the field, upon thy belly shalt thou go.
Right. So basically, this man came extremely low, where according to Job 30 chapter, he was struggling in caves. He couldn't even speak. Right. He was braying like horses, and he needed juniper root in order to sustain his life. Right. That's Job 30 chapter. So that's how low he went, and the reason why, because of this curse. Go ahead, bro.
Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and the dust shall be thou slacking. And the dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life.
Meaning what? That's a lower state, man. That's why Daniel 4:17 classifies these individuals or this lineage of people as base people. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 15, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman.
Hatred, right? I will put enmity between what? Your nation and our nation who later became Israelites. Go ahead, bro.
And between thy seed, her seed.
That's the same thing. Go ahead.
It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel.
Right, because at a point in time we was gonna go down, right? But at the same time frame, we was gonna come back into power. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 16, unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception.
So that's the reason why women have what? Labor pains. Because of this curse. Right? But in the kingdom of heaven, all of that's gonna go away. Because even when you think about even when you think about the animals, you know what I'm saying? They don't have labor pains.
Nope.
Right? But when a horse has a baby, that horse is not screaming. Right? When a pig has a baby,
It's standing up.
yeah, exactly.
It's not going against gravity.
Exactly.
You know?
And that's why we have what I think it was called like some type of stool squatting stools
Yeah.
where a woman would just squat down. A woman never laid on her back during the ancient time.
You know, they
Gravity
showed
brings
that-
the baby out.
You remember that? What was that? Boomerang?
Yeah.
That shit where they had that chick Strange. They showed pretty much a sense of how they're supposed to be when they did that little scene where what that thing called, whatever it was, Grace Jones? Yeah, Grace Jones was having, it was like having a baby, but she was promoting that perfume, but she stood up and was giving that birth to it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just showing you that that's how it's supposed to be done. You know, Esau put them some good symbolic clues in there, man. You know, but like the elder priest saying, man, women going through that birth pain now because of their sinful deeds, man. Their wickedness. They're turning their backs on Yahweh Shemi outside and making Esau Edom their God, basically, man.
And the reason why I brought this account out, so you see the judgment of the Most High, right? So initially, Eve went on with her what? The serpent, right?
Okay, yeah,
And
let's do
then the
something.
serpent basically through Eve had Adam to go on.
Yeah.
So when you go into the breakdown of this account, the serpent got judged, and then Eve got judged, and then Adam. But this time, because of the second Adam, we're not going to be judged for the elect. So now you're going to have that same serpent who are now Edomites, and Eve is going down the same way, same fashion.
Ooh, this is because of the second Adam, man. Yahweh saved us, man. Yahweh saved us. So, hey, can you get to 1 Corinthians 15? The first Adam was flesh, and the second Adam was like a quickening spirit. See, hey, man, because we made it all the way to what, year 2000. Up until 2,000 years ago, we were fucked.
Right?
But then Yahweh, he died for the elect. He died for the sons of Adam. So now we're about to get the payoff for his death. So he paid for the remission of our sins, man. Starting with the garden. Because what happened in the garden, it manifested through us breaking the laws of Moses. You know, those things are to be manifested, man. But we were saved by that second. Oh, man, that's beautiful, man. And it shows you the power. And if you go into history, you'll see how a woman can be a weapon. A woman can be a weapon, man. He was weaponized, man. I'm willing to get into that. All right?
It's 1 Corinthians 15:45. And so it is written, the first man, Adam, was made a living soul. The last Adam was made a quickening spirit.
The first man, Adam, was made a living soul. Because, like the elder was saying, the Adamites were formed, and that select Adamite, Adam, all right, he was made a quickening soul or a living soul through the laws.
Right.
The Most High breathed the breath of life into him. And we know pursuant to Ezekiel 37th chapter that the breath of life was the laws. All right? But he transgressed. He was one short. But then he cycled back and said, Hawashai, and he paid off his debt, so to speak, for himself and his brethren. Because the first time was imperfection. He paid off the imperfection, man. All right, when he came back as Yahweh, he got crucified by the Romans, man. So now we're good. But like Elder Abaya was saying, man, all right, Eve and Esau, they're joint heirs in the kingdom, right? Eve is a joint heir in Esau's kingdom. All right, she got the payoff for that covenant back in what, the 60s? She got liberated. When she got liberated, the main problem that you have with your woman is basically, look, I got a covenant with the serpent. You can't tell me what to do. You can't try to control me and own me because the covenant freed me from your ass.
And that's why they push these marriages coming back to join the covenant with Esau, you know, on paper.
Going back to that covenant, so he can overthrow you again. That's why they can file a no-fault divorce. No-fault divorce meaning it's not even a real reason why they're getting divorced. And take half your shit.
Yeah.
You got millionaires who follow. You know what?
If not all your shit.
Yeah. Going back to that covenant.
The second Ezra 3 and starting verse 4. O Lord, who bearest rule, thou spakest at the beginning, when thou didst plant the earth, and thou self alone, and commandest the people, and gavest a body unto Adam without soul, which was the workmanship of thy hands. And didst breathe into him the breath of life.
The breath of life, which is what? Law. And that's what made him the head. He had direction. Women say they want a man with direction. No, the laws is direction. Not no fucking money. All right, the thing, what's inside your head?
spirit, or what they would call the mind. And within your head is the programming. The word program means the right before. All right, gram means the right. All right, pro means before, right before. And what's written before us or what's written in us, the laws. That's why with this flesh, you're supposed to study it. That's what makes you the head. That's what makes you the leader. Your woman's supposed to look back at you for confirmation. All right? So we have 613 laws instilled in us. All right, so now our woman can trust our leadership.
Put that for you. This is Romans 10:2. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. Like you said, that program.
Yeah.
You know, although they don't have the spirit, you know, at the time frame, because why? Because we have to go through the process of being born again, but this passion, this zeal, this fervor, intensity comes from that program.
Yep. That's, but you know the woman who she goes to for her hand now, Esau, or Esau through a preacher.
That's right.
Because the preacher tapped into the covenant.
Yeah.
501c Texas him. He's tapped into the covenant. So it all goes back to that covenant. Women going to medical school, to prescribe poison. Women going to college. All right. To go to college is really like rebellion from your husband.
Right. I want to sit on my own shit.
Yeah.
So you could be under me.
Yeah. So the nigga woman, man, she's the farthest away from being our woman, man.
Yeah.
You know? And go ahead, brother.
No, so they'd rather sacrifice their whole womanhood, like your important years, to have to bear children for a so-called career.
And what I concluded was, whatever a woman gives her best years to, that was her husband.
That's right.
Like Black Ram 313 said, when they actually get married, that was a retirement package. What he would call a thought retirement package.
Right.
But whatever a woman give her best years to, that was her husband.
That's it. Because her mind, body, and soul is in it.
Yeah.
It makes sense, bro.
Because one thing about Eve tap in, she tap in. Eve, she's scholarly.
Yeah. And to prove your point, when it comes to making money in this society, listen to the so-called black woman.
Yeah.
She got game on game on game.
Eve more ambitious than an Israelite man.
And I'm gonna just say this, and to prove the point, these women down here in the South, they drive more than Nissan Altima.
Yeah.
They pushing G-Wagons, other Mercedes, BMWs, you know.
Greed.
Yeah.
But you know what? I believe Esau formulated this kingdom to be against the learning process of an Israelite man.
Yes.
Like, the Israelite man in school is lost. After the third grade, it's like, what the hell? Because it's not even compatible with the way Jake thinks. So he didn't formulate the school system to where a woman gonna surpass a man.
Think about it. Even Esau say that a woman is considered grown and mature at 18, but a man at 21. You know?
Feminism is basically Eve being put over Jake. Alright?
So Isaiah 28:15, it says, because you have said, we have made a covenant with death.
Who was death? Esau. Look at the outcome of our people. I'm up here thinking about this morning before I go to work. Like, this man is brilliant because he formulated a culture that cause us to cause our own demise without it being traced back to him.
That's it.
Feminism is genocide.
So it's more to Esau than meets the eye.
Yep.
And we always say as a coin that basically it's more to Esau than a gear stand and a gun.
Yeah.
You know, this man
that's
has
right.
a spiritual game plan to destroy a spiritual people.
Thou art wiser than Daniel.
And for a long time, he had the means of hiding in the shadows, and you never knew it was him.
Right.
To go to the abortion clinic is a direct covenant with them.
That's it.
And where they located.
In the hoods.
Yeah. Affordable too.
If that's not genocide,
Yes.
if every other Israelite baby is put to death under the dikes of abortion, that's not genocide.
And I've never seen a fucking abortion clinic in Chinatown,
It's so
in
good.
Madison,
Right.
in Flowood, in Gluckstadt.
And you ain't.
You know, Elder Apostle Warren said this when I first came into the knowledge. He was like, well, you gotta look at the so-called black woman like she's the enemy. And then when you experience certain things personally, and when you observe things you watch on different podcasts or YouTube and in your day-to-day life, you look at women in their feminism and their modernization minds, like she has an agenda that's against us.
Watch the signs. That's why. Hey, sis, can I get some real quick?
And she's a counselor too. Eve is just like Esau when it comes to counsel, man. That hatred that she had for Jake, it spreads throughout the other women, man. All the northern and the southern women, man. You will see them, which don't get me wrong, now they're a lot better when it comes to dealing with. But a lot of those women in the nation, man, of the 12 nations, they take Eve, man, Judah, the Judite woman, they take her behavior, man, and still run with it, man.
Cardi
Other deals with Hispanic women, they was like, God dang.
Yeah. Yeah. Cardi B is an example.
But no, like you said,
Yeah. So I was just sorry. Isaiah 28:14 NLT. It says, therefore listen to this message from the Lord Yahweh, you scoffing rulers in Jerusalem. We just read Isaiah the 3rd chapter about how women should rule over there, right?
Yeah.
So this only, first we do class just the heads of Israel. So think about right now, she's a joint parent with Esau, so she's a ruler within society. You know? So it says, therefore listen to this message from the Lord, you scoffing rulers in Jerusalem.
well, supports the brother, man. Hey, break down normal Jake and Eve's salaries. But by them making them more bread, they think they're a ruler anyway. Right? They lose respect. You could be the most God-fearing man, but when a woman makes $5,000 more than you, you in trouble.
You ain't shit.
You ain't shit. But meanwhile, Esau and the Edomite woman, she can make 90 to 100,000. He can make 50,000. And guess what? She's bringing the bread back to him, and he's going to disperse it on the bills.
It says, you boast, we have struck a bargain to cheat death and have made a deal to dodge the grave. The coming destruction can never touch us, for we have built a strong refuge made of lies and deception.
You know what that reminds me of? You made a covenant with Esau Edom, so when you attack the nation, you're going to be good. You know, when you attack the Israelite man, you're going to be good. That's why the average Israelite man is tied into the prison industrial complex, but the average nigga woman is tied into college.
Yeah.
So just how you got as many women in college, you got as many niggas in prison, man. On parole, you go to a certain job through them tip agencies, and every other nigga got a month ankle monitor on, man.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So what's the point there?
Oh, hey, just like Jay-Z said, so back and forth. That's why he said half of y'all not gonna make it. Half of y'all not gonna make it. And that's the mindset of Eve. We sell out, but obviously, watch the end of Geronimo. Yeah, watch the end of Geronimo. When they was basically going into that concentration camp, the man that sold him out, he was like, look, we should have listened. We should have listened. I was lied to. And goddamn it, Eve, I promise you, as well as sell out Jakes, y'all gonna get the same raw deal.
But even that pride, man, because the preacher Paul brought out said, what, death shall not touch me?
Yeah.
And that goes back to what the pride of thine heart had deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock. So, you know what I'm saying, the Lord is going to bring heavy judgment on Esau, man, for his pride, wickedness, and what he done to the nation of Israel. But Eve been his process. She been right there beside him, destroying the nation of Israel.
Yeah, because the nigga woman, you know what? She loves occupations that contribute to the downfall of our people.
Yeah.
All right, she loves being a prostitute.
Yeah.
She's a district
Right.
attorney, man.
Yeah.
She what's
Judge.
a judge, man. The fact that the average nigga woman, the average so-called black woman is a far left liberal, that makes you her op, man. That's nothing to take lightly. The fact that the so-called black woman, is a leftist. That means she's against any type of structure that Jack would be involved in and lead, man.
Esau hard, though.
Esau, it's better to just get a prostitute and get a far left lead, man.
You sure right.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
It's
I
better.
second it.
That process started back in the late 70s, where he took the man away from the race. You know, and once he separated the man, the black man and the black woman, he was able to go in and manipulate her to go against the black man. And, you know, like you said, put him in prison. But if he hits you, I'm gonna lock him up. If he don't take care of you, I'm gonna put this on you. If he don't do this, I'm gonna do that to you. So now he got empowered her to where she's totally against the black man.
Yep, she's totally against it. And the only, well, you was gonna make a point, bro?
He right there. He know what time it is.
Hey, but you know what? And what I realized and what we've realized, the modern day plantation is feminism. The modern day plantation is feminism. Because back in slavery, the Israelite man got dehumanized to be a breeding tool. So his only value was to be a worker and a breeder. To breed new slave babies. But the only value you had in Esau's reality was that you was a worker and a breeder. But this guy named Smart Guy, right? He's one of those jakes that's like conscious. And he was getting on nigga woman when you should watch the interview. He was getting on Eve show and he was like, the role so-called black man plays, and she interjected and said a producer. But she was implying that your only value was to produce babies. You see? So what I realized, bro, the new plantation is feminism. And part of through feminism, you're emasculated as a so-called black man. So in the nigga community, in the inner cities, that's the plantation. But instead of physically castrating you, they psychologically castrate you. Because what you do in a feminist reality, Jake has no confidence.
You destroy the mind,
Yeah.
and the body, you're doing.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of Jake males out there that has no confidence.
Yeah.
Their self-esteem, their self-worth are so goddamn low. And that comes from the product of being under Eve.
And it's beautiful you said that. In fact, one of the way you go start your healing journey, the way you start your healing journey is get away from that nigga world. Like if you can move from the hood, if you can not be around so-called black women that if you can control it, they start to heal your mind. Because you gotta heal from westernization. You gotta heal from that matriarch that you grew up under. You gotta heal from that feminism, man.
And it's a process of time. It don't happen overnight.
Yeah.
Like if you dug a hole for 20 years and we're trying to climb out that hole, basically it's gonna take time to get out the hole. And then you gotta put the dirt back into the hole. That's a long time. So this process doesn't happen overnight.
So, just like the saying he said, you cut off the head. What is the old saying with the snake? You cut the head off, the body dies.
That's right.
So you cut the head off a man's family, the rest of the family gonna die.
That's it.
Because they can't survive if they don't depend on this.
That's right.
On the government.
They showed you that on the trailer, Good Times, the new one. It was depressing to watch the new one. It was like a cartoon. But what's the guy that wrote Family Guy? Seth MacFarlane. He wrote the Good Times script for the new one. And watching this shit was just depressing. Drug dealing, baby, and all this crazy shit. But it's basically through. And like you said, when you cut off the head, because what does Esau do? He demonized any Israelite male leadership. From the color purple, toxic masculinity. But where's that toxic masculinity when it comes to gangster culture? Where's that toxic masculinity when it comes to the effeminization of the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American man? It's only toxic masculinity when an Israelite man is an alpha.
And when you break that term down, it means literally to poison a male. To poison, toxic goes into poison, masculinity goes into being a male, so poison the thought of being a man.
So-called, now this is like a so-called diet, would it be considered as toxic masculinity?
Right, really.
Right. And you think about it like that account of Eve always goes back like to slavery days. Or you read different slave rebellion accounts. Whenever Jacob was about to get together around the plantation and come down and try to overtake the master house, you have Eve go snitch on Jacob. She have like pretty much a privilege to be in the household. They always went back together as that dynamic duo between serpent and Eve.
Hey, Elder Sahabi mentioned the drugs, and Elder Priest Abaya talked about the poison, man. And if you get 10 Jakes that smoke crack, 7 out of 10 of them are gonna say they started because of a woman, man. She gonna plant that poison in them because Jake just wanna get laid, but he fuck around and get played because she'll be like, yo, just get us a little rock. You know what I'm saying? We'll just smoke it in, we'll do what we do. Now Jake's strung out.
And they starting to break down. There was some Jakes breaking down in the interview. Michael J. White, right? I think is his name. He was basically breaking down most men who are in prison is rooted back to a woman. I would have reason to believe that when a man goes through depression, it's probably rooted back to a woman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This is Proverbs 31:1. The words King Lemuel.
Right, and that's another name for Solomon.
It said the prophecy that his mother taught him. What my son, and what the son of my womb, and what the son of my vows, give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to which that destroy kings.
Can I say something? And that starts with your mindset. Give not your mind / your spirit to a woman. Because once that woman has conquered you by the laws of attraction between a male and a female, she don't want you no more. It's on to the next one. Then she have the audacity to tell you after she conquered you, you don't have a backbone. You can't stand up to it. So even his mom basically gave him game and said, look, you not give your spirit, your mind over to a what?
Can I say this? One thing I noticed in my journey, one of the things that make it easy for a woman to take a man's mind is monogamy. And I speak as a man,
Yeah.
but sometimes you can lose your dominance through monogamy.
You can.
You know,
You can.
because under the social conventions that you're supposed to be monogamous as a man.
Right. But look at a line. That same concept we can apply to a line. If he only had one line, he would be dominated by that one line.
Yeah.
Right? A man, especially an Israelite man, is designed, is created to have options. That's just the way the Most High did it. And that whole dynamic will be established during the kingdom of heaven.
Look at the rooster. Look at all the head that he has.
Oh, yeah.
But what about the bull?
The chest be poked out.
Yeah. You get a bull, you put a bull in the pasture, you have all them heifers, but you got one bull.
Yeah. And you know you can't have but one bull out there. But they ain't trying to share. They show you that a man's supposed to have all the women to himself and no other man's supposed to touch it.
That's right, bro.
Because that's gonna take the genetics.
Yeah.
How you gonna know who's the father and all the other shit?
That's right.
You know?
Right. More proof that a woman only supposed to be one man, man.
And with the polygamy, it's not all about just sex thing. Like, look how beneficial it is for the household concerning finances.
Yeah.
All these incomes coming in together, being able to disperse all these different bills and stuff like
And
that.
you women gotta be spiritual about it. Because see, Esau has weaponized it with porns and what you call that shit? Pornos and things of that nature. But at the end of the day, that also was a benefit or an asset within our society.
But you know what? A Romanized black woman, man, she'll be more into a threesome than polygamy.
You fucking right.
Because, you know, as men of the Lord, I don't have to ask brothers, but as men of the Lord, a woman has asked you about a damn threesome.
Yes.
Man. But you have to turn it down.
Yes.
But you probably asked her about polygyny,
Yeah.
and she turned it down.
Yeah.
So it's not like she's so fucking integrity driven that she's not into it.
Right,
She just hate the Hebrew way.
That's right.
She love this Roman shit.
And
You know?
proves she's selfish because she feel that another woman's gonna come in and take control, take her spot.
Yeah.
You know.
But it ain't gonna take a spot. It is gonna create power, man. But it's shit adding on, man. But you know what I know about the so-called black woman is that you'll share a baby daddy.
Yeah.
Be shared by baby daddies.
And that's confusion.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I know a guy right now, basically, his girlfriend has a baby daddy, and fast forward, he wasn't in the picture until he heard about him. And so he said he was in the crib, and then the dude just came over there, shooting the shit, came unannounced, and then picked up his baby. All of that is confusion, and now he's just texting out the blue, things that has nothing to do with the daughter.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So when you have multiple baby daddies, that's confusion, man.
And somebody's insane in that picture. Like when niggas is communicating with a broad like that, one of the males is psychologically not on point. Because of pussy.
Yeah.
Many have erred for a woman.
Yeah.
So when niggas is competing over a female on a slick,
Yeah.
somebody in that picture is not on point psychologically, and that's how somebody get killed.
That's right.
Can I give a testimony real quick?
Yeah.
Look, so about 13 years ago, I was dealing with a chick who had she had a couple baby daddies, right? You know, but I had already known this chick since we were 10 years old.
Yeah.
You know, but anyway, one day, the baby daddy come over and come right in the damn house, rummaging through the damn the kids' clothes, you know, messing up the room she had just cleaned, and she didn't have anything to say about it, right? So when she had nothing to say about it, man, I just left that damn situation all the way alone. You know, I told her to straighten that first, you know, because it could be something between me and him.
Yeah.
She told me to do it, because she didn't see no problem. I just, one day I just damn disappeared, bro. You know, and that was it. You know, it was over with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I said, territory and entitlement, you know, both sides didn't create that dynamic, man.
Yeah.
Well,
Got you, bro.
Yeah.
And this is 1 Kings 11:1. But King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, Ammonites, Edomites, Zidonians, and Hittites.
And they were called strange because it was of another nation
There you go.
and of another philosophy.
There you go.
Guess what? The Israelite woman is a strange woman now.
That's right.
Philosophically, she's a strange woman.
Right, because she tried to entangle you with Jesus Christ or the American dream.
Because now you're playing tug of war with westernization.
Mainly, that's what it goes into.
Yep.
Verse 2, of the nations concerning which Yahweh said unto the sons of Israel, you shall not go into them, neither shall they come in unto you, For surely they will turn away your heart after their gods. Solomon claimed unto these in love. And he had 700 wives, princes, and 300 concubines, and his wives turned away his heart.
And you know what? And that's what it means to be conquered on this side.
That's it, bro.
Your westernized woman turning you back into the matrix. You know, some brothers stop teaching.
That's right.
You know, stop coming to count.
That's right.
Because the woman turned away his heart, man.
We look, bro, we had one brother a long time ago was coming to camp. He would get dropped off by his woman. Nothing wrong with that. But then basically she wasn't appeased by what he was doing. He stopped coming.
Yeah, and then another brother, he went up to the Air Force.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
what I'm for.
it was something dealing with his woman too.
Yeah.
You know? So look, we're not telling you how to deal with your woman.
Right.
But what I learned is boundaries, man.
That's right.
You keep your integrity by keeping those boundaries.
And you have to enforce them because a woman's nature is to shit test you.
Yep.
Meaning, pull your car, see how far she can go. So basically, you have to enforce your boundaries. You gotta stay in that frame. And the worst thing you can do to a woman is tell her, you'll walk away. You'll leave. Because you don't put your hands on a woman. And you don't be arguing. You make your fucking point and be done with the shit.
Just
I was
that's
just
power.
about to say that, you have to stand your ground.
Yeah.
Bold,
That's right.
Stand stiffly. And that's what you stand stiffly for. At the end and secondary, stand stiffly for the night because you believe in this. You don't want to follow it. And Solomon, Ecclesiastes, you have the right to do divorce if you don't want to follow under the laws and statutes of the Most High.
That's right.
But you have to stand your ground.
That's
You
right.
have to be bold about it. In other words, you have to gird up your loins.
And a woman will respect you more when you do that instead of plowing over your ass.
Right.
Right? Verse 4, for it came to pass when Solomon was old that his wives turned away his heart after other gods. And his heart was not perfect. And his heart was not perfect with the power as was the heart of David his father.
Yeah, they made him weak in old age, man. Because you learn the nature of I started to wait for most of the day.
Ecclesiastes 25:13, GMT. It says, no wound is as serious as wounded love. No troubles are as serious as the troubles that women
And
cause.
a wounded love, a person that's love struck, she would kill you. He would kill you. That's a plague of the mind. To be heartbroken is a plague of the mind.
Yeah.
And that's how a lot of Jake get on drugs,
Yeah.
trying to appease or ease their pain.
Spiritual realm.
Or in the spiritual realm, because
Yeah.
if I can't have you, can't nobody have you.
Yep, and like I said, because we was watching, I think it's Michael J. White, the martial arts actor.
Yeah.
He was breaking it down like, man, he went to different prisons, mentoring prisoners. And what he found out was that most men are in prison because of women. He was like, when you break down the situation, you analyze it, it's ultimately routed back to a woman, man. Because one thing I noticed one thing that mocks us as the sons of men and keep us separated from the Most High, because we got women.
That's right.
And then women got our weak spot.
Yeah.
That's why I refer to them that is born of a woman. Like that's one thing that separates you from the Most High. You came out of a woman, and your weakness is a woman. Whether it's lust or emotions, your weakness is a woman. Just as a son of man.
Yeah.
So that's why the Most High say, "Why is earth and ashes crowd?" And the greatest men in Israelite history, the greatest men in history, when they had a downfall, that downfall was rooted back to a woman.
King Solomon was out the truth because of women.
And he was the wisest man alive.
Right. That's how strong these women are. King David committed adultery behind a woman.
Hey, and that's why King Solomon came back as Yahushua celibate.
No, yeah, when Yahushua came back as king.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When Yahushua came back as himself, like the elders said, he was celibate.
They were on semen retention.
Yeah. Apostle Paul too.
Yeah, because one thing, the power of a man comes from his ability to focus.
That's right.
That's it, because how Shot did so much in that lifetime dealing with women.
Yeah.
This lifetime, you know, man, I wait till the king.
Yeah. The power of a man comes from his ability to focus.
And that's what the scripture says, that you'll not be
So, Psalm 9, verse 1, be not jealous of your wife in thy bosom, and teach her not an evil lesson against thyself.
Yeah, tell her your weaknesses.
Right.
Show her like certain things that make you insecure, because she can weaponize
She
it.
will use
Yeah. She can weaponize it
She
against
can get
you.
you to open up about it.
GNT, you can get that in GNT.
Samson. You know, let Delilah know what's really going on. He put all that time, but that one-eyed devil got there between her legs because he couldn't help it, man. And he pillow talking and broke her.
Yeah.
Fucked him up.
You gotta be careful when you let your girl lay in your chest at night. You know, she playing with your face and your head.
What's that, Michael? Keep the doors of our mouth shut, brother, the lie in our bosom.
That's right.
You know, see, this truth teaching us how to be alpha males.
That's it, bro.
Or how to be men. They call it alpha male, but really it's just being a real man.
That's right.
This truth teaching us how to keep that real frame,
That's
man.
right.
Following one thing I learned, don't let your emotions make you drop the protocols of the scriptures in regard to women or life in general, man. Because the scriptures are gonna always win. You know, they say love is blind, so you'd be like, man, my girl an exception or whatever, and you're gonna always get that reality check that our forefathers was always right, man.
Hey, even say your equipment, you watch 300, man. Why did they go to war, man? Basically because of his wife, man. She done pumped his head up to kick the message off of that damn hole, man. That caused really the whole war for
and she was standing right there, he wanna kick them in that
He
hole.
wanna kick him.
Hey,
Hell yeah.
he looked back at her like, he finna disrespect me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Now
Like,
his
she
back
gave him the
against the
signal.
wall.
She gave him that signal. Because if
That's
it
it.
was just them two, if it was just them two in a movie, you're like, man, fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? But nah, he was around his people, his squad, he's like, yeah, my city.
That boy Moses, I'm Sparta.
Yeah. This Sparta. Hey, Troy.
Yeah.
Troy.
Sucker brother.
Yeah, man. So now we always lost when it came to a woman, man.
Man.
Fiction
Weaker
enough,
vessel, man.
weaker vessel.
It's like what when you know, a woman, if you let that woman come to you, man, it's like, you know what I'm saying, you lose and she lost. Because she needs someone to govern her ass. If she gonna leave your ass and then you looking stupid. You know? It's a lose-lose.
Yeah,
You know?
No, I'm getting that.
Okay, cool.
Y'all can go ahead.
I got quicker than
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
All right, this is the GNT, so Sirach 1. Don't be jealous of the wife you love. You will only be teaching her how to do you harm.
and just things that we learn in this truth, that we learn from our forefathers in the spirit and our own journey. You got to be dedicated to this truth, man. You got to be dedicated to something besides the woman, man. Because Esau, Edom's kingdom teaches you to be dedicated to her. All right, but you actually have to have a passion outside of her, man. All right? Go ahead, man. Yep.
This is the book of 1 Ezra, chapter 4, starting in verse 27. Many also have perished, have erred and sinned for women. 1 Ezra chapter 4, starting at verse 25. Wherefore a man love his wife better than father or mother. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants for their sake.
And that's what Esau conditioned us to do. There was a scripture I want you to give. See you on Sirach 36 and 25.
Sirach 36 and 25. This is where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled, and he that have no wife will wander up and down mourning.
He that have no wife will run up and down mourning. The reason I want to get that is because of the serpent. The serpent made a covenant with our woman, and in turn she was liberated. So culturally, we don't have our woman. So that's part of that bitterness that we have too. Because a woman does have power in her feminine, to where she can empower you through her feminine, encourage you, nourish you. Y'all can build an estate, right? And she can have sister wives, and they can all bring in currency to your last name. All right, so we're mourning because we hadn't built anything as a nation, because our women have been liberated to basically build up Esau's kingdom.
Yeah.
All right, even that movie, what's that movie called? Numbers. Those Israelite women that were astronauts. They were like astronauts as far as helping the astronauts.
Yeah.
Tyler.
Janelle Monáe and all that.
Yeah.
But basically, that was an example of our women using their talents, all right, to build up another man's kingdom, man. So it said he that doesn't have a wife will go up and down mourning. We culturally don't have a wife. Even if you have a woman as an individual, Esau has her mind.
She's white, according to
She's
the
fully-
world standard. Yeah, she's still tied into the stronghold that westernization.
She's beautiful.
She polluted still.
Yeah.
So our women are westernized.
Yeah.
That's another word for saying they're Idumeanized, man. So yeah, y'all both wake up in the morning, and when she wake up in the morning, for most brothers, does she get up and start cleaning up and preparing the day to build your shit, or does she get up and go to work just like you? She get up and go to work just like you, man. So this man never really liberated our woman. He really transferred her servitude, man.
And new brothers, and I was saying, if new brothers are watching, like the spiritual reason behind this is because the Most High Yahweh looked at us and gave the Israelite man as his woman.
Yep.
So in order for us, get us back, we transgressed from his law. So he said, I'm gonna get you with your woman now.
Yep.
So that's why we're in this situation right now in today's time.
And it caused bitterness, man. Like even you live in a city where it's mostly Eve. The average Eve has the mentality that they're better than you. They don't have to say not one word, but they give out every signal like we hate you. Like, why are you looking at me? Although I'm half naked and flamboyant, why are you looking at me, nigga, man?
Grocery shopping.
Yeah.
You see behind that cash register?
Eve.
We talk about it all the time, man.
Yeah. You got it, man.
Goddamn Eve, man. You can have an Edomite in front of you, another Eve or whatever. Hey, how you doing? How you doing? Have a nice day. All right, you take care. As soon as you walk up, bitch don't say nothing. You just like,
Yeah.
damn.
I try to avoid.
I try not to go to him,
I
man.
said the cash register at all costs.
I try not to go to him. I go check out, man.
Right.
I don't self check out, goddamn.
I take that shit and walk out by myself.
Fuck you,
And
bitch.
this is Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not.
Yeah, he saying he made me not. That's your evolution.
That's right.
That's your Big Bang theory. The most I didn't make you.
Right.
It was an explosion that we came here. Right?
For shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he has no understanding. But the point is, surely you're turning the things upside down. And Esau has done that with our family dynamic.
Yeah.
You got the females over the males. You got women hating us, like the brother saying, like when you go into, you see Esau's face when he's leaving for Eve, and then when we come or approach Eve, she's vexed in the spirit.
Or nonchalant.
She's nonchalant. She's throwing your shit in the bag. She's rude.
She's not even looking at you. She just
Or you can even say hello, and then the bitch won't even
Won't even
speak.
speak back.
Yeah.
But you know what?
go ahead, brother.
No, I was just gonna say like the point the brother y'all brought out earlier about the man being that foundation that's carrying all the weight. But see, the Lord is getting ready to turn everything back right side up, and that's why Eve's gonna be going through a bunch of shit. Cause now that weight that Esau had off her shoulders was holding up for a little bit to do his bidding. He's gonna take his hands off, and that shit gonna start crushing these women, man.
It's happening because
Yeah.
because social media, they coming out to the forefront saying, hey, I don't want to be with this feminism anymore.
It's too much.
No, a lot of them coming out to the forefront saying, why? Why is that happening?
The judgment is coming.
And the Lord putting it on them,
And
man.
I got something for Lamar. Micah 7:10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it.
And feminism makes you our enemy.
That's right, bro.
All right.
And shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh your power?
And that's the thick of feminism is when a woman is in her 20s and 30s.
Yeah.
Because when a woman gets closer to 50, it's like she shakes from that spell, man. She's in a trance.
That's it.
And that's why it's harder to connect with the average woman that's like 20s and 30s, because they're in the thick of feminism.
Yep.
But,
No, go ahead.
so when they get them grays in their head,
Yeah.
they're a little more sober-minded.
When they hit that wall,
They hit that-
now they want to become conscious.
Yeah.
So am I right or wrong? Do brothers get hit on by older women more frequently? Like older women come your way like on a job and stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
They
You know,
always getting the grin.
not you, brother. You different, bro. I know the first trying to make this shit feel like we got it, bro. Well, I'm just saying most for all the rest of us brothers, you know, most cases it's the older woman that be checking for us, man.
Yeah, man.
But the women that's in the thick of or a young woman might be checking for you, but you're not in the world like that.
Right.
So it's like,
boring.
yeah, you boring. Like she might initially think you're attractive, but your spirit not really, you know, you're not really tapped in the world like that or whatever may have you.
We got this platform called 20 verse 1 rap.
Yeah, 21. Yeah.
Yeah, you had Nardo Wiz, and so the chick asked him, you see that?
I saw that.
She was like, well, do you drink? He like, nah. No, do you smoke? He said, no. Do you do any drugs? He like, nah. Yeah. So then she was like, well, do you drink? He said, sometimes I turn some back with my mom. So she basically called the nigga a boring ass nigga because he don't do drugs or drink alcohol.
Because he can't do it with her.
Right.
So, but
So women are addicts.
He good. He ought to be glad that he dodged that good.
yeah. You know, you look at women, it's like, damn, you know, you see pretty women and stuff.
Yeah.
And you might have had a point in your life, it's like, damn, I can't get her. But then when you see their mindset, it's like, man, the most I was protecting me from her.
Beyond this bitch.
Yeah.
Like I'm beyond this bitch.
Yeah, you beyond her, like the Esau pedestalized her based off her beauty.
That means-
But she ugly in the inside.
I said that shit earlier.
Literally putting in one. What?
Like damn, you can be pretty, but you an ugly motherfucker inside.
Yeah, and you know what I learned, bro? It's the inside that counts.
That's what it's about.
In this kingdom, your woman might not be IG type female. She might not have that ideal physique. But if that woman got you on her best interest, like you see her putting in work for you,
Right.
that's who you fuck with, man.
Right.
You know, this man should have you all into the looks. But in this man's society, you can't be all into the looks like that.
That's just a bonus.
That's a bonus.
You know
If
what
she
I'm
cute,
saying?
that's a bonus, man.
Because the baddest, finest women are the biggest fucking zest fools out there, man.
Yeah.
Because they know they have that advantage to get pretty much any Jake they want, especially when Jake got bread, man. Jake gonna trick off, he gonna spend off, he gonna take it here, take it there, and he gonna pop them, man. And that cycle gonna go on and on, man. She probably got about 10, 15 Jakes in rotation.
Till she hit the wall. Well, that's what Glorilla said. She said she got 9, 10 niggas. If you got 9, 10 niggas, you got 3, 4 STDs, man. You ain't making all 9, 10 niggas work on.
Right.
You can't make 9, 10 niggas work on.
I got a precept on that beauty.
Let's go.
It's back in Ecclesiastes 9:1. It said, "Turn away thy eyes from a beautiful woman."
And part of that beautiful woman is westernization.
Yeah, you flip it like that.
Yeah, part of that beautiful, because we know about like Eve and women in general. But part of that beautiful woman is this Romanized girl that's enchanted. Like when I was growing up, I used to watch BET like, man, you know, or just how the world was. It was like, damn, you missing out on something. But nah, the westernization is that beautiful woman, man. That's that baddie.
Yeah.
But now that baddie is in the wall culturally, man.
What's that shit in the desert people seeing, you know, like
Mirage.
the mirage. You thirsty as hell, you think it's a, you know what I'm saying, a body of water, a fountain, you get that, ain't nothing but sand, man.
Man,
It's nothing.
You found out that you was in the best place when you were without.
Yeah.
That's right.
You know?
All right, it said, turn away thy eyes from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another beauty.
I tell you, another man's wife. All right.
For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman.
And go ahead, bro.
For herewith love is kindled as a fire.
And feminism is a beautiful woman. And many women have been deceived by that beautiful woman. The same way a man would get with a woman and wake up empty wallet or STD, whatever. All right. Feminism is that woman that women have laid with. All right. And when they woke up from that spell, all right, now they're 40 and single. Hit the wall. Now that picture that she had when she was 20, she looks nothing like it. But what did B.B. King say about that beautiful woman? The thrill is gone. The thrill is gone. I'm no longer under your spell. Feminism is a spell for women, man. All right, and it's a spell for men because you'll be thinking that a woman is bigger than what she is. All right.
So she actually was with
Yeah.
when y'all meet.
No,
This is Ecclesiastes 25:19 in GMT. Compared with the troubles caused by a woman, any other trouble looks small.
Hey, that's why the Most High, that's why they call you green on this side, or like they call you a fool, because you don't understand the nature of a woman. Because Esau through his movie, he a deified woman, he a victimized woman. So pedestalize a woman. So when you get with it, it's like, I got the pretty girl responding to me. But life will teach you her nature, man. Life will teach her, because we all been simple at some point of our lives. We've all been green, but life will teach you that nature, man. And what I learned, that everything the Most High created comes with a nature. You got a pet dog, you got dog nature. You got a pet cat, you got cat nature. You got a snake, you got snake nature. Everything has a nature. Men have male nature. Why do men compete? Testosterone. Male nature is competitive. Why do men quote unquote cheat? Because male nature is polygamous. So everything the Most High created has a nature, including a woman. And when you get into these scriptures, you learn female nature. All right?
Can I just bring out a point that shows how Esau used women, especially Eve, as a method of destroying the Israelite man? Okay, this old article come out in 2003. It said withdrawing consent during intercourse, California's highest court classifies the definition of rape. Earlier this month, the Supreme Court of California confronted an important issue about how rape should be defined under the law. In People versus John Z, the court held that a woman who initially consents to sexual intercourse does not thereby give up her right to end the encounter in whatever point she chooses. In other words, when a woman tells her partner to stop and he forces her to continue, he is guilty of rape.
So even if they start out consensual, in the middle of it, she say stop and he doesn't.
He's got a great
right before
charge.
he busts a nut.
He got a great charge.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And there was another article I had read that she has even I think within a week later after having intercourse, where she can still use that method.
Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and the right grievousness which they have prescribed.
Yeah, the rape law, man. Abortion rights. Like I said, if you have 50% of black women have abortion, if a so-called black woman is pregnant, there's a 50% chance she's going to have an abortion, man. 50%. That is called genocide.
Yeah.
To make a point, bro?
Yeah, because our nation is not safe in the womb of our women.
Ain't this something?
Yeah. Yeah, it's because Esau snatched, like I say, he snatched Esau, the Israelite man out of the household, man. You know, so therefore, he took the foundation of the house. You know, he took the pillars, everything that caused the roof and everything to stand. Yeah. He took it all from the house, man. So eventually, when that wind come through, and that shit gonna fall in on them. You know, and that's gonna be the effect of their eating. You know, everything they done ate upon. Hey, you gonna feel that downfall effect right along with the guy that set you up. You know.
Another word for grievous goes to like disastrous. You know, that's what Esau's law is grievous. Here you are within the so-called United States, and you have laws in Mississippi that's different from Louisiana or Georgia.
Right.
You know, like why everything cannot be the same? This is so-called United States. You know.
It shows you that they when Satan be against Satan, you know that kingdom cannot stand. You know how much shot for it. Yeah.
There's a nigga woman to drive to a different state that's having an abortion.
Right. Eve and Esau have murdered more Israelites than anybody on this planet. You know, especially with Eve when it comes to them abortions, man. You know, that's crazy.
And Eve through Esau is the reason why Jacob never built up their neighborhoods. Like any environment where it's like government funded, it's never built up into his own district or a self-sufficient environment like Koreatown, Chinatown, Little Italy. Now, anywhere where it's like government funded and all that bullshit, they're reproducing bastards. Little whores and little bastards, man.
It's a reservation. It's black. So-called black.
That's right.
This is Ecclesiastes 7:26. And I found more bitter than death a woman whose heart or mind is snares and nets, and her hands as bands.
And part of this snares and nets is manipulation.
That's right.
Because if you get that word, I think it's nets, in the blue letter, it goes into a word coax, and C-O-A-X. If you get that word coax, it goes into like some of the feminine ways that women manipulate. So these are ancient wisdoms, man, that we have to learn again, man.
That's it.
Ancient wisdom, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
they got a chick. I was gonna reveal something similar to that topic. Verse. It's a chick in Philly. I forgot her name. They call her the Queen of Backdoor. So she known for setting up like local rap artists in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. You know?
Yeah.
But they call her the Queen of Backdoor because she's known with those snares and traps. You know.
And you had a chick from Chicago like that. You know what I'm saying? She got ate up. You know, and then when you talk about snares and nets too, a woman wants you to get her pregnant. So basically, she can have a sure investment of that baby, especially if you're a professional athlete or you have something going on for you, you know? Or she would basically stay with you so long, so when she get a divorce, by these state regulations, you would have to pay, you know, for her lifestyle, you know? So although she hates you, but she still would stay with you for another 10 or 12 years just to assure you that basically you still have to pay for her lifestyle when y'all are divorced.
You know what I said this was a man, bro. Esau took our reality of a woman away.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we was raised in America. We was raised under the feminine. We grew up watching love movies and Disney. That took the reality of the woman away.
Yeah.
Now you got Jake that tapped in, they understand females, and you always said Jake like in the streets that I always saw them as what they were.
Right.
But like if you weren't really, you know, out there like that, you'd be green to that shit.
Yeah,
man.
you would.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like what you gonna say, brother?
I was thinking what Body's saying, like those pro ball athletes, especially Jake, they gotta be the biggest tools in history of mankind, you know? Because you just seen years past, all these different Jakes fell down that same loophole, and here you are following right behind them. You know what I'm saying? Like Jalen from Houston Rockets. You know, I forgot who he got.
That shit from Little Hip-Hop.
Yeah, you know, like he falling for the same overload.
And they never get fresh women.
Nah.
Oh, you 19, she 36.
Right.
Why you can't get somebody from a foreign country?
Yeah.
Because they can't.
Yeah, so that only makes me think that Esau, he has to assign you these particular women as
Right.
Yeah.
as
That's
agents.
right. That's
And
right.
you know the internet, man, the social media, that done help these women branch out to reach some of these guys too, in other words. Man, y'all know we was coming up, man, them bitches had about an 8-mile radius, man.
Yeah.
They couldn't reach nobody nowhere,
Right.
but now it's just a click of a damn
That's it.
keyboard, man.
Like you said, social media,
Yeah.
magnifying them.
Now you got these women who had an 8-mile radius who didn't know what was going on outside the 8 miles that you could get at, you know what I'm saying, some of the best looking women. But now, this with the being able to expand and talk to me anywhere online, the head has gone like exploded, man.
That's it.
You know?
Because when you go to their social media page, you're actually going to their altar. And you're
Yeah.
actually worshiping them.
Now you worshiping them, what they say, subscribe.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
Subscribe.
Or you gotta pay for that subscription for
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
That's it. Now what are you doing? Now you're giving your, it's a form of energy harvesting.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. And when you magnify her, she gets your energy. So that's the reason why she's walking around here with her head all up.
Yeah.
Because all you niggas glorify the bitches, man.
And when they truly dedicated, Esau give them a little reward. He started selling little chicks, plants, and all that kind of shit.
Yeah. So back into the scripture of Ecclesiastes 7:26, whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. And a band is a trap, right? Whoso please the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. So bros in this truth, you may be trying to deal with this woman, think she's super cool, but somehow it's still that disconnect. That's Yahweh B'Shem Shah saving your spirit. You know? And he may save your spirit, you may text her, she don't text back. Or y'all may go on a couple of dates and she just get cold. But that's the Most High basically saving you from that wicked woman.
And meanwhile, Jake in the world be going through the same situation.
Yeah.
And most I allow him to go into that wall. That
That's
hole.
right. And fuck around and get killed.
That's right.
Get killed. As he's leaving, somebody else walking in there, they have a transaction, they're getting into it, and somebody gets stabbed and shot. And she's on to the next guy.
I got one real quick. This is book of Isaiah, chapter 3, starting at verse 16. Moreover, the Lord Yahweh says, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks.
If you're haughty, if you walk with a stretched forward neck, that means you're prideful. You're undisciplined. You're rude. You're obnoxious. You believe in feminism. You're no longer tender and delicate. Right? You subscribe to, like Elder Z, but your part be saying Western thought.
Boy, According to Proverbs 6 chapter, that's one of the 6 things the Most High hates.
Yeah.
Proudful heart.
That's it.
And he hates the poor man that is proud. And the average he was poor. He's proud. On welfare, I can't tell him shit.
Yeah, and like you said, just because if the Bible states man, don't necessarily mean just completely men.
That's
Just
right.
for those who, you know what I'm saying, don't really understand it.
Yeah.
Okay?
They didn't even say a poor woman because back then a woman didn't own anything.
That's right.
She was property back then.
She was a place.
She was a place, man.
And one-ton eyes.
Yeah, meaning
walking-
what? This woman, you will be with your girl, and a guy will walk, and she will be looking at that guy as y'all are walking past that guy.
And you know what? They know how to look at niggas in your blind sight too.
Yeah.
So you be walking straight and she know how to motherfucking move
Yeah.
her eyes without moving her head. That's
And
what shit,
sitting
man.
at the table doing the same thing and shit.
Hey, one-ton eyes also going to shield consumer.
Man,
That bitch always on Amazon ordering something. Am I lying?
man, you ain't lying.
Because one-ton means like poor.
That's some packs come to the house today.
Yeah, she got some financial. She lacks financial pool.
Yeah.
So she lacks discipline. Not just it's sexually, of course, but money. That's why America loves the woman, man.
She's financially immature.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a child, man.
That's the
Know how to let money make money, but know how to goddamn, deplete you from it.
That's right. That's right.
She's so wicked in She's so wicked in the way she thinks. She'll come in on a shirt that he wears so that you can look at it and give her the opportunity to look at it.
Yeah, she crafty now.
That's
Yeah. It's back.
Yeah, make sure.
Yeah, y'all want to just grab this definition real quick for nets. Ecclesiastes, from Genesis, Genesis 7 and 26. It's the word for net goes into, let's get the metaphor. It says nets are used for the blandishments of women. And this the definition of blandishment is a flattering or pleasant statement or action used to persuade someone gently to do
She
something.
running game.
So we can infer through the scriptures that her hearts and snares and nets. Nets goes back to blandishments, and blandishments goes back to a flattering or pleasing statement or action used to persuade someone gently to do something. So we know that a woman's nature is to manipulate you through persuasion.
That's it.
You know what's heavy? Who she learned that from? The serpent in the garden.
That's it.
You know? Yeah, same polarity, you know?
Yeah.
And that come from whining, begging, doing a temper tantrum. So eventually you say,
Yeah. You give in.
yeah, you give in.
Like you said, Samson did.
Or she cook you a meal like, damn, I should cook you a meal. Like, okay. And brought me the plate. And brought me to play this shit, man.
Yeah.
And she already know what she finna ask you that you initially would say no to.
And she's been plotting on this for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, the perfect time.
And what I know about Jake lives in the present. Go ahead.
I said she inherently knows where you get to a man's heart through his stomach.
Right, real shit.
Right.
You know, her heart goes back to mine.
Yeah.
Finish that up.
Yeah, come.
Back in Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16, moreover, the Lord Yahweh said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and one-ton eyes, walking and mincing as they go.
Yeah,
and,
the clothing, tickling, high heels,
Got the ankle braces on,
Yeah.
platform, heels.
and the making and tinkling with their feet. Therefore, the Lord Yahweh will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion. Yeah,
Her
yeah.
Baldness.
Them edges, yeah.
Edges on.
It's like she got a taper face.
Hey, is it just me as it kind of vex your spirit when you look at the top of her head, you can see that lace front, like you see it like tape on across her forehead. It's like shit.
I hate that forehead hair.
Yeah, they
Like
like
they
waves
make
and shit.
toothbrushes and
Baby
shit on
hair.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what the overall say, $500 for a lace front.
Hey, but it's that's their crown.
That's it.
And the Most High took their crown. He took our glory, he took their glory. Because a woman had a whole feminine closet, wardrobe. She changed clothes throughout the day. When you get into those different definitions that is going into those different things, it basically implies that she changed clothes throughout the day.
Can I bring some out quick?
Yep.
1 Corinthians 11:15. But if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her.
And we had certain pictures of like Northern Kingdom, right? Brothers will pull it up on one side. hair to the floor.
You can sweep the floor with it.
Literally.
And what about Mary Magdalene?
Hair to the floor.
She was able to wipe Yahushua's feet with her hair.
That's why you women who got a head full of hair and got them edges, you should be thanking the Lord every day. Cause y'all be seeing them chicks without them edges talking about damn shit.
A lot of y'all Northern Kingdom too.
Yep. Yeah, so
Because that curse really falls on the Southern Kingdom.
Yeah.
So a lot of you so-called, you probably think you a Judite woman, but you got hair full of hair, hey, you make me Northern Kingdom.
Hey, especially if you kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know how some you out there.
Yeah.
You know how you look like that.
Yeah.
Straight up gas.
Straight gas.
Mississippi was called Choctaw Nation.
Yeah.
It was called Mississippi. It was because they had a trail of cheers too down
That's
here.
it, bro.
They had to go to Oklahoma too.
Yeah.
You got Choctaw River.
yeah, big black, Dr. Nuke.
That chick, what she say, her son, I don't even know who the hell she is, but she said, I look better with no hair. Y'all hear that shit? I look better with no hair. Thing. I'm like,
It says the bitch that has no hair.
right, goddamn. I mean, why would you say you look better with no hair, knowing that this is your glory, and a man like a woman with long hair? She with herself would even like with the long hair. But to say she looked better with no hair, and she took it upon herself to just shave her head because she was already
She was going there, and that's
She
it,
had
bro.
no hair.
That's it. So basically, she's using that statement to increase her self-esteem.
Yeah.
Because according to the scripture, 1 Corinthians 11:15, from the Creator, but if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her, for her hair is given her for a covering. A covering of what? Your fucking scalp.
That's why Moab winning in these goddamn wig stores and shit, man.
Bro, that's a what? $1 trillion
Man,
industry?
they winning.
Man.
It's up there. I think it's more like $1 billion.
Yeah.
This shit high.
Man, y'all saw that video clip with that Nigerian demon. She was over there amongst Elon. She was with that deep voice on them Nigerian women got deep voices and shit. She was like, she must have had money, but she's amongst Elon, looking at her hair, like, oh yeah, I like that hair. And Elon like, okay, and she pulled her hair up, getting ready to cut it. So she buying the hair off her head. Eve buying the hair off Elon's head on sight.
And guess what they be doing? Do you know Elon and Ishmael, they sacrifice that hair to their gods?
Yep.
So when you attach that fucking hair to your scalp, them spirits is coming on you. Because that hair was for an offering, man.
all the uncleanness.
That's
They will take it
exactly.
from off of themselves, and you go buy that shit. You put that shit on you.
Yeah.
It was an Eve, man, a few years back. I actually did a video on that. She said she noticed her whole attitude be different when she wear them different hairs, man. Put them different wigs and braids in her head. The whole spirit be different, man.
Well, I had a former colleague. She said the same thing. She said, look, I don't wear weaves or, all those hair extensions because she said basically those be spirits on you.
Yeah.
I've seen this. I always bring out that's like a representative.
Hey, but some women get weak when they, like, a lot of women, they can't leave the house naturally. A lot of women, they can't leave the house in no
You
makeup.
hate yourself.
Yup.
You hate yourself, but then you'll tell us you want a real man, but nothing on you is real. You got BBLs, right? You got makeup on you, you got eyelashes looking like a fox, you got hair extensions, right? You got press-on nails, So you literally hate yourself. You want a real man, but you fake it in the image.
That was it on word.
Yeah, but one thing I learned about this truth, you learn reality.
Yeah.
Sometimes reality can be vexing, man.
Yeah.
Reality about the world you live in, the women, all that reality, but as a man, part of your passions or rights is really swallowing the pill of reality.
But when you look at reality, man, it also forces you to examine yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you finding yourself like participating and doing so much of this world, man, and you knowing how fucked up it is, you have to sit back and look at yourself, man, and realize you need to change, man. You need to step out this shit.
And then part of the reality too, just to add on, part of learning your reality is killing your ego.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because your ego always make you think you on point. Ego make you think you was always in the right, you the victim. You feel like you got weaknesses that you didn't know about, you got flaws you didn't know about. So that's another pill of reality that we gotta swallow is shit, we ain't on point like how we thought we were, man.
We're not, bro.
We ain't on point, man. We got flaws and shit. You know how they go, man.
And when you work on something, there's always something coming down the pipeline. You're gonna have to work on something else. There's no perfect version of you until the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
Period.
Just be on your self-improvement journey.
That's it, bro. And this is Job 38 verse 1. Thinking, how answered Job out of the whirlwind and said, Who is this that darkens counsel by words without knowledge? Gird up now your loins like a man.
Yep.
For I will demand of you and answer you me.
And part of girding up our loins is accepting reality. Ignorance is bliss. You can literally, you could be at work listening to music all day, depending on what job you work. All right, then you can go home and indulge in entertainment, so you go to sleep. So you can live in a state of bliss and ignorance until you die. But a real man has to swallow that pill of reality. And it's just a bitter pill.
And reality goes into what's real.
Yeah.
Basically, it boils down to what is real.
And sincerity too.
And what the scripture says, be swift to hear, let thy life be sincere.
You know, it also teaches us self-restraint. And when Yahweh had a lot of self-restraint, like what did he tell us? I can call a legion of us. You know, there is a power on earth and being treated worse than dirt. You know, so that took self-restraint from him. You know, not to destroy whoever was, you know, causing him harm, and the shit he had to look at out there, you know, of them destroying his father's house. You know, so it's teaching us that same self-restraint, seeing this stuff in the world and not being a part of it. That's why he tells us to be in the world but not a part of it.
Yeah, because the Most High was with him up until he felt the presence of the Most High leaving. Because all them sins came on him from the nation of Israel. So when the Most High turned his head, Yahweh felt that presence. And I believe too, with that presence leaving, that spiritual power left too. Because the presence of the Most High was going from him. But he had to endure. But like the brother said, up until that point, he still had the power to call on legions. And that's self-restraint.
Yeah.
And that's what we got to work on. In all things.
When Yahweh shot soon, he got spared on. Let's say that was a Jacob in his shoes. Man, we wouldn't be having this inheritance for the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
That was Jacob, that type of mindset that was groomed by black country.
They said even Pilate marveled at him.
Right.
He was being accused. He wasn't trying to explain
Yeah,
himself.
he trying to justify
Yeah,
it.
justify himself. You know what I'm saying? So during the interrogation, basically, look, he just, you know, he shut his mouth. Yeah, going into Isaiah 53 about how the lamb was like a dumb lamb would get sheared. That means basically during the interrogation, he wasn't going to say nothing.
Yeah, that's heavy, man. And you know, one thing I know is like with us, you gotta play a role on the job, and you can't show your role, but your Superman powers, you can't start cutting people with the scriptures. Right. You have the ability to, but you don't do it, so that's self-restraint too.
And that shows power. Being able to, you know, control yourself, like Preacher Howard and Elder Z is saying, that's power in itself.
That's applying Yahweh shot.
That's applying Yahweh
That's
shot.
what it based down to.
Walking in the spirit is applying Yahweh shot.
Like, what would Yahweh shot do in this very moment that I'm in right
Right.
Got it. Real quick. This Isaiah 64, verse 6. But we are all as unclean things, and all our righteousness are as filthy
And
rags.
what proves that brother's vision he had, I believe it was a vision from New Jersey. You know, basically he said the angel wouldn't even allow him to dap him up.
Yeah.
Because basically we in this defiled flesh.
When you say you gotta go back to the throne of the Most High,
Yeah.
the angel told you.
Right.
Damn.
Yeah. So when that angel probably looked at that brother, you know, like you see somebody that's zombified, you know, marks and, you know, the skin is breaking and fucked up. That's probably what he said.
Yeah,
From a spiritual sense, the angel did.
If somebody leave the restaurant, they want to dap you up, like, hey,
Yeah.
Well, he said, like he said, angel saluted him though.
Yeah, he saluted him, but he wouldn't touch him.
that's Jake doing the pandemic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And brothers were coughing. Brothers were looking like yeah, social distance.
And we all do fade as a leaf. Like you were saying, man, we ain't all that, man.
Yeah.
We dying, man. We constantly deteriorating in this
Each
place, man.
day brings you to your death day.
Yeah.
Each birthday signifies that you're getting older. You know, meaning you're closer to the grave.
And
You got niggas celebrating big 50, big 40, big 30. That means you're dying. You're fucking dying.
like Elder Stop was saying, but on the bad note, I'm a day closer.
Yeah, because they say after 30, your body goes into a state of decline.
It does, bro.
Shit sucks, man.
You go like midlife.
Yeah.
Midlife.
Yeah.
And our iniquities, like the wind, have taken us away. That's
taking
why
us
we
away
need
from
mercy.
That's right. And taking us away from who? Y'all Hashem outside. And that's like the priest is saying, that's why we need mercy.
Isaiah 64 and 6 NLT. We are all infected and impure with sin. But we display.
That's what makes us sick. You know, this simple lifestyle. And then America in general makes you sick.
Right.
The philosophies and all of that, the food, the air.
Just putting on your clothes before you get up in the morning, going back, you sinning by putting the jeans on.
Yeah, how the fuck you wake up with a headache?
Right.
Scripture called us a shadow of death, man.
You gotta take all type of herbs just to make your body do what it's supposed to do in the first
Exactly.
place.
Maybe.
Hey,
You might have to go a good
I'll
hard
run
2
this
weeks
up.
first.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah, I'm right. This is fucking.
And if it's the valley of the shadow of death, it means death follows you everywhere. To the bathroom, to the bed, to the grave. Well, up until the grave.
Yeah, yeah.
You gotta pray before you clock in.
Man,
You be in your car like, give me the spirit to deal with this shit.
Praying before you get in the concert and make it say,
Yeah.
when these niggas drive got long range.
yeah. Sometimes you wake up, you're like, damn. Then you like, throw all your outside. You know, it sucks,
Yeah,
man.
it's a job getting to work.
Damn.
You know, you gotta do these crazy ass.
You damn near gotta use guerrilla warfare to get to work.
Man, you gotta, it's the job dealing with people on your job. It's the job navigating through different personalities, different spirits on the job. People on your job will make you think you really had a hard day's work, man.
Cause you had a hard day.
Yeah, man.
So it says we are all infected and impure with sin. When we display our righteous deed, they are nothing but filthy rags.
So yeah, we clean in the spirit, but at the same time frame, we still divine. Like going back to the brother's dream. That's why the angel only saluted the brother. He's still in these foul bodies. Like foul brother.
Like autumn leaves, we wither and fall.
Yeah, what happens with autumn leaves? Because at the end of the day, autumn means what? No life. Right? It's not green, everything is brown.
And that season comes.
Right, right.
When them leaves fall, eventually they break down, turn back to dirt.
That's
just
right.
like the body, right?
Because in the first phase of the earth was like a fertile tree. In the time of Adam. Now the earth is like that tree doing autumn. So the lifespan of man is like that, those weeds that wither, man. You know, we just like we said, our life is but a vapor, man.
Right. And you know what? Them trees are like, just like a person's body, man. When the Lord calls them, you never know. Just like the leaf, you don't know what leaf is gonna drop, but it's gonna drop. You know?
And you know that season coming.
And it's gonna.
They show you how this earth is languishing too. But when the brothers in Alabama, they brought out, like if you look at the earth in the area of June, we're like a swinging neck being built. Like you can see like cracks all in and stuff like that. Show you how this world is languishing. Like so it says, like autumn leaves, we wither and fall, and our sins sweep us away like the wind.
Our sins sweep us away, man. So look, we have no reason to be prideful. We're on the crutches of Yahweh Shai. So it isn't like we're on the crutches of Yahweh Shai. Because the Most High plot twist, He implanted in us flaws and vices and thorns in the flesh to keep us from becoming proud. And we lose certain battles to keep us from becoming proud, man. All right, but we're not doing nothing. We're not special, man. Not in that regard. We're only here speaking to you because Yahweh Shai has us here speaking to you, man.
Right.
And as long as He shows us mercy, I'm willing to be teaching here until He comes, man. Until we can't teach anymore, I put it that way. You know? Go ahead and speak.
Ecclesiastes 18 and 9, the number of a man's days at the most are 100 years.
And that was written 2,000 years ago.
Right.
Over 2,000 years ago.
Right.
So if you're a nigga, man, if you're an Israelite, it might be what, 60?
Yeah.
65,
Yeah.
70?
Yeah.
We'll cap out at 70.
Depending on what you were doing in your life coming
You know,
up.
in this street, like,
You might tap out at goddamn 24.
I mean, Chicago, you're 25, they call you an OG.
Yeah. But you know, this young J's having heart attacks, dropping dead now, man. 22, 23, 4, 5 heart attacks, man. Just out of their strokes.
Living in America will kill you. I could say, hey, they're from church, look. And I could be like, it's processed food. That is one weapon.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey. The air we breathing, all right, the food we eating, the drugs Jake using, the relationships they have with women, it's toxic. It causes death. the street life, the job life.
Stress. I was also to that, what's that, cortisol?
Yeah, cortisol.
Yeah,
That
cortisol.
hormone, stress hormone.
That's the reason why people have bellies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that makes your insulin go up.
Makes you comes from that.
Yeah.
Cancer.
This is stress culture. And that's something that's not talked about, but Jake really lives in a state of stress. And then how do you cope with stress? In a toxic way? Cigarettes, weed, drugs, drinking, comfort food, party, broken. Right? You know, stress. Disease onto disorder.
We had mentioned about the air, man. I brought this point a few times. You know it's bad, man, if we live by breathing the air, right? Again, so why would people need an oxygen machine? I mean, an oxygen tank, carrying around with the things up they nose. You know, why would you need what they call pure oxygen? What we breathe. You know what I'm saying? So you know it's bad, man. If you gotta walk around pulling a tank or one of them bags on to get what they call pure clean oxygen, man. You know, that don't make no sense, man. It's like a fish needing one of them damn fish goggle suits that people like deep diving swimming in. What the hell a fish need that for? You know, it don't make no sense, man.
This Isaiah 24:5. The earth suffered with the NLT. The earth suffers for the sins of his people, for they have twisted the Most High's instructions, violated his laws, and broken his everlasting covenant.
The land Sabbath. That's one of the biggest things too, man.
Yeah,
they not honoring the land Sabbath, man. Esau drilling for all 365 days a year, man. You know what I'm saying? Planting in the same area 365 days a year. You know, not giving no rest to the earth, man. That's why, you know what I'm saying, why the earth, the whole earth, man, is sick, man. That's why you got all these earthquakes and tornadoes and storms. It's all you have about me outside, but the earth is upset, man. The earth is sick, man. It's like having pneumonia or something. The earthquake like the earth coughing, man. You know what I'm saying? The volcanoes erupting almost like having diarrhea or some shit, man.
Yeah.
It's just the earth that's fucked up, man.
The
You know?
earth is likened to a woman, so you just keep drilling.
Keep drilling.
Not giving it no type of rest.
It's gonna put it to death, man.
All those stripes on the earth, man, on the back of the earth. And just like you milking a cow, you know, the only time a cow has to be pregnant to produce milk.
That's right.
So how do they get the cows to produce milk all year?
Yeah.
They force their pregnancy. It's not natural, man. So the dairy's fucked up, the vegetables fucked up, the fruit fucked up, because the fruit come from the trees. The trees get their minerals from the soil. The nourishment of the soil, all the minerals is in it. Periodic table. But guess what? The soil is depleted of nutrients. So because he never keeps the land Shabbat. So now an apple is weak. An orange is weak, has no seeds. Grapes are weak. You're supposed to get invigorated off fruits by themselves.
Can't count to the chemtrails that's coming down to the earth by the way of rain and just settling, going into the soil, destroying all the nutrients and stuff, man.
Plants gotta breathe.
Gotta have. It needs an oxygen tank.
Hey, Elder Woman, he made a good point. The Lord show you how you look Esau. You never hear about a so-called chemtrail plane falling from the skies. All the damage it is. That's why scripture says that favor be shown to the wicked.
Ezekiel 4:13. And the Lord Yahweh said, even thus shall the sons of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, whether I would drive them.
And that's every facet of our diet. Then the bread too. Well, I was gonna say like a lifestyle. Lifestyle is defiled. But ultimately, like the food we eat is defiled, man. There's no healthy. Let me rephrase that. You get the best of the worst. But everything you eat is defiled in some way, shape, or form. Because we've all been on different diets, and you know, if you're in America, it's still fucked up.
That's it, brother.
This is not the same Mediterranean diet as in the Mediterranean. You know, if you go plant-based, the plants are fucked up.
So even if you go to the farmer's market,
It's right.
it's still defiled. That's why you have to say your grace, you know, and Lord will, you know, say it doesn't affect you as much.
You better say your house right there.
Yes,
Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
They're doing all the demonic rituals on it. Now, and I know I got some clients that work at, I don't know if I say the name, but Tyson. They got a guy that comes from over in the Middle East, man, and pray over they chicken. They pay. He stay there now. He stay there.
He stay with us.
In Tyson, they got a location in Tyson for him.
Oh, that's fucking
He pray over the birds before they kill them. Now I think specifically the one they gonna be shipping where he's from, but who cares? You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
You just say that point.
That was the same how you said everything is found. Remember Job 9:24. Earth is given to the Lord. So the whole earth is covered.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's wicked vibration.
That's right. 1 Peter 4:18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
Yeah, we're gonna scarcely be saved because right before the chariots are gonna deliver the elect before the missiles come. But we're gonna scarcely be saved too because we're dying, man. You know, a sign of slowly declining in the human is that you're always tired.
Yeah.
That's the first sign.
Yeah.
That's the first stage before you start to enter into a state of disease. Is that you're always tired, man.
Yeah.
You know, you're always tired.
Luke 10:19. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. This is also going into that 60-minute destruction of America.
And you immediately losing your kingdom.
Right. Verse 19. Behold, I will give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you, including his food, water, and air.
And you know it's gonna be really sweet, man. Brothers really get raised up and have power. Like, you know, you have visions of brothers flying.
Yeah.
I love to have that power, man. I'm gonna be a bully, man. To the heathen. And 2/3. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, going back to the dream, the brother had in Jersey. He said the angel had told him, like, we know what you're going through, what you all, you know, the brother's going through right now. Like, it's talked about within the spiritual realm. So he said the angel kept telling him, just hold on. So they know what we're going through right now. You know, the heavens, they witnessing what we're going through. And they rejoicing through us because we still holding on to the Yahweh Shalom Shah.
That's why we're gonna receive that mark, man, that spiritual mark, those inside the crime, man.
We gotta pull this stuff off of these bodies, man. Like, it's like sending somebody on a mission underwater, and then you pull them up on the water, he all fucked up, but he's like, he made it through the mission.
Right.
You know, you rescue somebody from a snow ski accident or some shit, and then you rescue them, they all fucked like a marathon. You ever see people wobbling at the last thing of the marathon? You know? So that's the hope of the elect, man.
All right. It's Mark 13:20. It's in the NLT. It says, in fact, unless the Lord shortens that time of calamity, not a single person will survive.
And the most high, and the calamity is the captivity. And look, we halfway through 2024. Just like we went from, I remember New Year's Eve of destruction, Passover, and now we're halfway through 2024, man. Yeah. You know? So look, man, hey, we just gotta hold fast. Hey, just like the horseradish. Just like the horseradish. Just like the horseradish, man, we gotta hold on to that bitterness, man.
Right.
You know?
So it says, in fact, unless the Lord shortens that time of calamity, not a single person will survive, but for the sake of his chosen ones, he has shortened those days.
So time is flying for the elect. And the chosen ones are nothing more than the elect of the nation of Israel. Not no fucking chosen meeting like pushing this chosen one narrative. Like El Kazak was getting on their ass, man. Everybody all of a sudden felt chosen spirit. They came back and some shit. No, you're the elect of the nation of Israel, you're the chosen. Alright?
Revelation 12.
Yeah, that's quick. I can say because he said that if the, you know, what I'm saying the whole no one would be saved, man. But that just shows that, you know, what I'm saying the days are reassuring because the Lord knows that this devil, man, he will, you know, what I'm saying, just go way overboard, and he really would actually like destroy the whole earth, man, if the Lord just let him continue, man. That's why he has to shut this devil down, man, because he has no limits and no boundaries when it comes to doing wickedness, man. You know?
Yep.
The four angels holding back the four winds. You know, the winds are the missiles.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like you're saying, it's all on your Yahweh shot to hold that back. Because other than that, it'd have been over. He ain't game.
Yeah, you know, we wouldn't have made it past slavery if it wasn't for Yahweh Bashar Shai. You know, who's to say the chariots wasn't coming down here to strengthen the spirits, man? You know, we was picking crops, and you know they swing. Yeah, so we saw those chariots, like you said, swinging those sweet chariots. Who's to say the chariots weren't putting certain vibrations out to strengthen Jacob in the field?
Basically, hope that they was pushing. You know,
Yeah.
that's about Jacob's. chant those
Yeah.
things to keep the spirits up.
And we know that for sure. We know that for sure they came down here to push hope.
So they had to know something in order to make a song about it. Because we wouldn't ever make a song about something that we got no spiritual protection. And this is on two precepts going into the brother's dream, Revelation 12 and Revelation chapter 12 and 12.
And he saw Edom brought people to his mice.
That's right. Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice from heavens and you that dwell in them. The reason why I brought this point out, because who's rejoicing in the spiritual realm? The angels, along with Yahweh, as well as Yahweh Shah, because this man is about to come to an end, but Yahweh is bound by his word. We'll finish out. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knows that he has but a short time. And it has started now, people. All right, we really, Jacob's trouble is activated. We're in the entry phases of Jacob's trouble. So the angels are rejoicing. Hey, I bet you how glad that angel was to go back and make that report to Yahweh Shah about their brother. Yeah, I dealt with him in the spirit, in the vision, but that brother's still strong. And he's going on. You know what I'm saying? Which, go ahead.
Like I say, and it's just me speaking as a man, but they pushing that anti-sin law, pushing it so much to protect these small heads, man. I believe they're gonna actually, sacrifice a lot of their own people, man. And then, try to make it look like whether it was the Israelites or anybody that did it, man. You know what I'm saying? Because they putting them on a do not touch zone type, pretty much. So if anybody violate them, then especially in a major way, it's gonna go down, man.
That's why you had a thing called agent provocateurs, right? Word provocateur goes to provoke.
Yeah.
So you have somebody who's been in the midst of a so-called protest, maybe an agent, start up, round some stuff up.
Right.
Yeah, provoke some chaos.
This is 1 Peter 1 and 12. And it states, they were told in the NLT, they were told that their messages were not of themselves, but of you. And now this good news has been announced to you by those who preach in the power of the Holy Spirit sent from heaven. So the Holy Spirit comes from on high, right? It is also so wonderful that even the angels are eagerly watching these. It's like I got really excited. It is also so wonderful that even the angels are eagerly watching these things happen.
And then angels, they'll hop in the vehicle and they'll fly past the camp.
Yeah.
Or you might be by yourself and you'll see a chariot soaring. And they knew you was gonna turn around and just happen to be looking in that direction, man.
Mm-hmm.
Just going back to the encouragement.
Yeah, around the camp now. Psalms 34 and 7. Or you can see them dressed as an old man. What about that brother that came up to Apostle Tahar? And what did he say to him? Hey, the Most High wanted me to tell you
He's very proud of you.
He's very proud of you all. And you can look in that man's eyes and see that he was engulfed with the Holy Spirit. He wasn't even there.
He was in a trance.
He was in a trance. And like Shaquan said, we were talking about before, I bet you when he walked around the corner, he just basically dematerialized and the damn clothes hit the ground and he shot back into the spiritual realm.
What about Raphael?
That's right.
Tobit.
That's right.
Raphael, when he walked Tobias to get his future wife, there was an angel walking with Tobias.
That's right, bro.
And Tobias thought that was just a good fellow that was sent to carry him on a mission.
Mm-hmm.
And the angel even had Tobias in the trance, and the angel had Tobias thinking he was eating.
Yeah.
So the angel will actually be amongst you, walking past the camp eating a cheeseburger, but he don't be eating no cheeseburger.
Nah, unless you in that trance.
Yeah, come on, man.
Hey, since you said that, Hebrews 13 and 2, be not for guilty to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware.
We can't treat people like shit, man. And that doesn't mean bring a stranger in your house.
Right.
You're not in that time anymore.
Right.
But hey, man, if you can help, you got a couple dollars, if it doesn't hurt. Or even if you don't have to just shoot people off like they ain't shit, man.
Or in the case of Tobias, like you said, he didn't know that was an angel.
Yeah.
But he was being entertained by the angel, and he was entertaining the angel.
Hey, but I'm not gonna lie, the most heartfelt stories for me is the book of Tobit.
I love it.
Yeah, because it showed how Tobit gave alms, and the Most High watched him give alms. It showed how Tobit helped the Israelite. He buried the dead. And that was like illegal because the Assyrians was over there. So he did something illegal. It showed how Tobit prayed, but then Raphael told Tobias, and I believe he told his father Tobit, he was like, when you gave alms, I reported it to the Most High. When you prayed, I heard you. I reported it to the Most High. When you buried the Israelite, rightfully, they got reported to the Most High. So that's why, he had it set up to where his son to get the wife, that was destined anyway. But all these good acts of the Israelite was reported back to the Most High.
Like you said, the point, the reason why it was destined, that's why that demon was killing off, all those soon-to-be husbands, because that woman was for Tobias.
Was it Asmodeus? The name of the demon was Asmodeus? He was an old demon from Egypt.
Yeah.
Showing you that Alistair probably was on point to go to Egypt to get his witchcraft man.
That's right.
Because Asmodeus is from Egypt.
Like this is Proverbs 15:3. The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good.
Hey, he's beholding the evil and the good. That's why if you think you're doing something in darkness, the Most High see you, man. But also those good works. Hey, you help the brother out here, pick up the brother because his car did some bullshit, and you didn't tell nobody, you told the Most High.
Yeah.
You told him in your actions. Hey, we're judged by the things we don't do on camera, man. All right?
That's what it really in my head today.
Y'all related or something?
Yeah, I don't know that guy. Ecclesiastes 40:24. Brethren, and help are against time of trouble, but alms shall deliver more than them both.
Yep. Alms shall deliver more than them both, man.
Saying charity should cover multitude of sins. Right.
Hey, I got another word for karma. Divine judgment. It's divine judgment. So everything you do, the Most High take into account, and He can reward you in your lifetime, or He'll wait for you to cycle back into reincarnation.
That's right.
You know?
Hebrews 12:1 NLT. Therefore, since we are surrounded by such a huge crowd of witnesses to the life of faith, let us strip off every weight that slows us down.
Some of those witnesses are angels, as well as people passing accounts.
Especially the sin that so easily trips us up.
Right, so whatever you're going through, hey, let go of those moral thoughts. Because at the end of the day, the mind must be single on what salvation.
Let us run with endurance the race that Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has set before us.
Running, meaning your performance in this truth. Endurance, meaning basically you start, you're able to perform throughout, all the way up to the end.
Yahushua's last words is finished.
It's finished.
Con. And with that, we hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we want to give our honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashur, Yahushua, Ba'ashur, Kakudash.
Double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone Ruel. Peace and blessings, health and wellness to the house of David the elect. Abba, Shalom. Gotta get out this country, man.